New laws signed by Governor Gretchen Whitmer are poised to expand affordable housing options in Michigan. The three-bill package prevents landlords from denying a tenant housing based on their source of income. Our David Sackrider took a closer look at the new laws and shows us how they could ease the burden for several local organizations.
It's harder than ever to find affordable housing, and that puts an extra burden on organizations like Shelter of Flint, who are working to help people who are homeless.
Because we're not able to move people into housing because of the shortage, because of income discrimination, because of a whole variety of factors, even though our shelter is always full, we're not serving as many people as we would like to.
Shelly Hoffman says their 74-bed shelter is practically always full. But because it's so hard to find housing, a lot of those beds are filled by people staying much longer than what the shelter is designed for.
Well, we have families who have stayed in our shelter for over a year because they have nowhere to go. Sometimes they rely on income that landlords will discriminate against.
Poverty is a cycle, and it's almost impossible to break out of that cycle without some assistance once you get into it. So to have a place to live, you have to have a job. Well, to get a job, you have to have a place to live.
Vouchers provided by the State Housing Development Authority are supposed to help people break out of that cycle. But in the past, some landlords would not accept tenants that would rely on those vouchers.
What this bill does, or this law now does, is make that illegal. In fact, it makes it a violation of a person's civil rights to do that.
The new laws signed just before the start of the year apply only to landlords with more than 5 properties. The state estimates the change will help more than 34,000 families find affordable housing.
If they're receiving child support or Social Security disability or housing choice vouchers or even help from us, they sometimes can't access housing. And so this makes it possible for them to do so.
Obviously, the poorer you are and the higher the rents are, the more likely you are to become homeless. And that's really kind of the goal of this, is to prevent a lot of homelessness.
In Flint, David Sackrider, ABC 12 News.